Japan's coastguard has rescued one person in the search for a livestock ship with 43 crew and nearly 6,000 cattle on board. 2 New Zealanders were on the vessel that's gone missing in the East China Sea as a typhoon lashed the region. The ship left Napier nearly 3 weeks ago and was bound for China. Andrew McRae reports.
The ship sent a distress call yesterday from west of Amami Oshima Island in southwestern Japan. Strong winds and rain from Typhoon Maysak are hampering rescue efforts. The crew was made up of 39 people from the Philippines, 2 from Australia and 2 from New Zealand. A spokesperson for Japan's coastguard says just one person has been found so far. That Filipino crew member told the Coast Guard the ship's engine failed before it was hit by a wave and capsized. Foreign Affairs Minister Winston Peters says a lot is still unknown at this stage, but it's a sad situation for the families.
Hopefully it's not not what we might suspect. We're hoping for the best, but in the meantime, you just don't know.
He says because of the maritime traffic in that part of the world, it'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack if there's no emergency signal coming from the ship.
I don't want to speculate on that at this point in time. I hope things turn out okay.
It's believed the ship was converted from a container ship to one carrying livestock. It's registered in Panama and owned by Gulf Navigation Holdings based in Dubai. 2 people from New Zealand joined the vessel before it left Napier. It's not known what their roles were, but it's possible one may have been a vet. One of the 2 Australians on board has been confirmed as a vet and the other a stockman. MPI says it didn't employ the 2 New Zealanders. The president of Federated Farmers, Andrew Hoggard, says any views on the rights or wrongs of live cattle exports need to be put to one side at the moment.
I hope that they're able to find those crew members. I mean, that's the most important thing right now. Finding as many people, well, hopefully all of them, safe and well, it's got to be the top priority of mine for everyone up there that's involved in hopefully the search and rescue.
An Australian vet who has done 57 voyages on livestock ships describes the ship as relatively small, as some can carry up to 20,000 animals. Lynn Simpson says the smaller the vessel, the greater the risk in rough weather. She believes the economic realities of live animal shipments mean a ship is under pressure to get to its destination as quickly as possible.
So that might explain why this ship headed straight to a typhoon, which should have been visible on weather reporting and radars, and you would think somebody would try to avoid it. But whether the typhoon moved unpredictably or the master wasn't aware that it was in their path, it's hard to tell.
Lynn Simpson says in shipping there are often risks taken to save money. She has a view on how the ship might have been as it neared the end of its voyage, as it became lighter in weight as more feed for the animals and fuel was used up.
So any weight that was down below, which sort of acts as a heavy ballast and keeps the ship generally, more stable, is then used up and basically gone. So the ship becomes more top heavy. So when it hits rough weather, then it's at more danger of rolling and causing injury and or capsizing.
Cattle shipments to China made up the majority of the live export trade out of New Zealand. By the end of last month, nearly 40,000 cattle had been shipped there. In June last year, the government launched a review into live animal exports. Submissions closed in July this year, but no decisions yet been made. For Checkpoint, Andrew McRae.